What is up everyone, it's Stranger Things back again with another NFT video, and today I'm going to bring you a very interesting NFT project that I chanced upon and I think not many people are covering, and it's basically called Censored. So Censored is a collection mainly by Park. So Park himself is a very enigmatic character in the NFT space. If you've never heard of him before, he's a difficult kind of guy to understand if you're just starting out in NFTs, and that's why I think not many people are covering him in the NFT space. But I'll try my best to do a bit of justice to help you understand Park better, although I do encourage you to do your further research after today's video. So essentially Park is coming out with a new collection called Censored. So who is Park anyway, right? So Park is actually a very special character in the NFT space. So he actually came out with a collection in the past called Fungible. So Fungible is a collection that netted Park with almost 17 million US dollars in sales, right? So what is it? Essentially, it's kind of digital art, but he was doing it at a time where, while most NFTs were just about profile pictures, he was trying to bring in different dynamics. So what kind of dynamics did he bring in? He bring in dynamics whereby, purchasing a different number of cubes, which is essentially part of his NFTs, gives you different types of fungible value. So yeah, he was thinking about all these kind of innovative ways to bring out more value in NFTs at a time when people weren't even conceiving such ideas. So that made people, pay a lot more attention to Park. And Park has always been very secretive about his own identity. So you combine someone who is very innovative, very smart, with someone who is very mysterious, you get a lot of public attention on him. So eventually, Park went on to launch a second collection. Second collection was called Lost Poets. Lost Poets did almost 70 million US dollars in the whole collection sales. So this proved that once again, Park wasn't just a one-hit wonder. He could pull out another NFT collection out of the bag, and this time around he did something even more special. He started bringing tokenomics through the Ash tokens. So Ash tokens, I encourage you to read up more on your own. It's not the focus of today's video, but if you like more content about that, I will be happy to share more in subsequent videos. And then, right, Park came out with the third, more recent collection called Park Merch. This one I also own one NFT from this collection, but Park Merch actually did 92 million US dollars in sale. Clearly, he or she knows how to play this NFT game very well. So every time Park comes up with a new NFT project, people are very interested because people know that Park has this way of being able to push the boundaries of NFTs and generate successful collection time and time again. A bit more about merch, right? So essentially what merch does is that merch is the collection and each NFT is actually a mass. So how it works is that when you buy the NFT, you buy one mass, and then owning multiple mass, right, actually causes them to merge together to form a larger mass. So this larger mass is actually gathering more value. So if you have a larger mass, you have higher value, and based on your mass, right, this one I'm not 100% sure yet, but you might be entitled to more NFTs down the line, and this can be exchanged for tokens, and you can use these tokens to gain even more mass. Kind of interesting in that sense. So there's a lot more that I'm not doing justice to for this collection, so I encourage you to read up more on your own. But what I really want to talk about today is about the Censored Collection. Notice that there's also this character here about Assange. So Julian Assange is actually an activist, and he was I think he was in charge of WikiLeaks. So he actually got punished for some of the things that he did in the past, which is really what we are going to be talking about today. He was actually arrested, for different allegations against him, but essentially what we know is that some of the things that he was trying to fight for are rather contentious, and what this collection aims to do is essentially to kind of fight for the freedom of Julian Assange, because Julian Assange is actually facing some legal battles at the moment. And yeah, this is what the Censored Collection aims to do essentially. Basically, they're forming a DAO called the Assange DAO. So Assange DAO is actually inspired by other DAOs and intends to raise capital to bid on Assange's NFT. By actually forming this network together, it is intended to be able to raise ETH. When there's enough ETH being raised, the proceeds from the NFT sale will actually help Assange's legal defense fund and campaign to raise awareness about the free speech implications of his case. Because essentially, like I said, he is the founder of WikiLeaks, right? So WikiLeaks, as we know, is really a platform where it tries to bring the truth to the masses. When you buy this NFT, you're not just buying one of Park's other collections, but you're really standing up for a message about how free speech is important. And I think it ties in with a lot of the other key ideals in the NFT space, like decentralization, the right for everyone to have the same amount of information and so on and so forth. So I'll be linking this page down in the description. They also have their own token called Justice. So Justice will determine eventually how you are reimbursed for your efforts to help in the Assange DAO. If let's say the Assange DAO is successful in their auction to win the NFT. Yeah, essentially I encourage you to really check out this collection. You can also check out Park's Twitter page where Park shares more about the Censored Collection. Essentially, what's cool about Censored is that when you try to mint, right, you can actually type your own message, and that message is actually for you to ink on the NFT space forever. So I could type something like "Hello World," but it must be a unique message. So once you're done, you click next, and then they will prompt you to pay what you want to mint the NFT. So this is another interesting thing that Park has done. He's allowing you to choose how much you want to pay to mint the NFT. And personally, right, Park has actually paid 100 ETH to mint his own NFT. His Twitter page also provides more information about, the collection itself. It's a little bit abstract, but I do have some videos linked down in the description below, where you can find out a bit more about Park, his character, what he's like, so you can make a more informed decision. The launch actually just went live today, so it's about Singapore time 12 a.m. midnight now. The launch was about, I believe, 2 hours ago, so there's plenty of time for you to get involved with it. I encourage you to read up, do your own diligence, and of course NFTs are still very high risk, especially a project like this, which is full of imperfect information. It's not very clear. Don't just ape into things. Make sure you understand what's going on. But yeah, there's things like clock. It actually counts Julian Assange's days in prison. I believe this project, there's a lot of abstract meaning behind it. I'm not too clear about the full abstract meaning. I'm still reading up at the moment, but I really want to get this message out fast. I encourage you to take a deeper look into it. And with that said, please continue to do your own research. I promise to come with more videos like this. I didn't want to do something that everyone was already doing, so I felt like this project was to go on to cover because no one is covering it. So Park Censored Collection, really interesting stuff. Do check it out. And if you like this video, do give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more. Leave me down in the comments what type of videos you want to see next. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.